and I'm Autobot Sonic, the Telltale Gamer. Release everything Transformers, Telltale Games, and more. So, I hope everyone's summer has been well. It's been a few months since I posted a video, but I hope you guys are all still having a great 2025 so far. Today, I have huge news in regards to a game that I'm looking forward to a lot coming out later this year, and that is Dispatch. Now, if you don't remember what Dispatch is a game that is currently in the works by Ad Hoc Studios, a company composed of former Telltale Game employees who worked on previous games from Telltale like The Wolf Among Us Season 1 and Tales of the Borderlands Season 1. So, for those of you who remember, Dispatch was announced last year back in December at the 2024 VGAs, where it was announced that it was going to be sort of a choose-your-own style, like, superhero adventure game with people like Aaron Paul and Laura Bailey as the main characters. We have YouTubers like Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical playing characters as well. And then just earlier this summer, we actually got a demo for Dispatch that I played on this YouTube channel, and I had a great time playing through that demo. Well, today, right out of the blue, Ad Hoc has dropped a brand new trailer for Dispatch, announcing officially the release date for Dispatch, along with a few new juicy story details, and actually details about how the game is going to be released. So, now we have the release date. I can proudly say Dispatch will be released in 1 month from now, on October 22nd, 2025, exclusively on the PS5 and PC through Steam. So, this is crazy that we're finally getting the release date for Dispatch. Though, to have it only come out on PS5 and PC, I'm honestly surprised by that we're not getting it on Xbox or Switch as well. That's a PlayStation and PC exclusive. Not that it will affect me at all, because of course I have PC, so that's what I'll be playing Dispatch on. But I'm very excited to talk about it. So let's go ahead now and just talk about what was revealed in this little new release date trailer for Dispatch. So I'm not going to go into too much detail as to what is shown in this trailer, because I don't want to like spoil it for myself and you guys. This is a game that I've wanted, like, a true successor to Telltale's formula for a good almost 10 years now, since The Walking Dead, the final season, ended. Though more so like 6 years, because Walking Dead ended in 2019. But anyway, this is a game I'm very excited for, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with the trailer. One thing I will point out, though, is that we finally learned how our main character of Mecha Man ends up losing his mech suit, or getting destroyed and forced into a retirement, essentially. As we see here, apparently Mecha Man ends up having a nemesis called Shroud that ends up like luring him into a trap, and then therefore his mech suit gets destroyed in this trap. And so the whole thing is that apparently Shroud is running this gang called the Red Ring that Robert, aka Mecha Man, is working with all of these superheroes in the, I think, the Project Phoenix Dispatch Squad. That's what was mentioned in the demo, with characters like Sonar and Visigal and so on. All of them working together to take down the Red Ring and Shroud in a chance for Robert to become Mecha Man once again, which I'm very excited to see how that will play out, be throughout the game and our choices. But what I want to talk about next is something that very, very excites me as a Telltale fan. So, for those of you who know me, I am someone who very much so loves episodic video games. With Telltale Games, I love when games are released, like we get episode 1 and then we have to wait like a few months for episode 2 and so on for episodes 3, 4, and 5. And when, for this past 9 months when Dispatch was first announced, I was under the impression that Dispatch was going to be like a normal, like, Life is Strange game, like the past 2 Life is Strange games, like with True Colors and Double Exposure. I thought it was going to be like a full game released at launch, and then you just play through it all and that's it. Apparently, though, that is not the case. Actually, just announced today, Dispatch will in fact be an episodic video game, but it won't just have 5 episodes like your typical Telltale game. Dispatch will instead have 8 episodes. This is the only Telltale-like game to ever have 8 episodes besides Minecraft Story Mode Season 1, which came out 10 years ago. Which, oh my god, I feel old that Minecraft Story Mode Season 1 came out 10 years ago. I was 17 when Season 1 came out. Now I'm 27 when Dispatch comes out. That's just crazy. But yeah, so the way Dispatch, or Ad Hoc Studios announced that the way Dispatch is going to be released is that on October 22nd, episodes 1 and 2 of Dispatch will be released, and that they plan to release another 2 episodes every week after that. So on October 22nd, we're going to be getting episodes 1 and 2 of Dispatch. Then a week later, on October 29th, presumably, we're going to be getting episodes 3 and 4. Then the week after that, on, I believe, November 6th or November 5th, we're getting episodes 5 and 6. And then a week after that, on, I believe, November 13th or 12th, we're gonna get episode 7 and 8, and that'll be the end of Dispatch. So we're gonna get one whole month of Dispatch on this to cover on this channel. I'm super excited for that. Very similar to how Telltale actually handled the Expanse Telltale series a few years ago, which I was a big fan of, as well as being a huge fan of the Expanse television series. Another interesting thing, though, announced with this Dispatch release trailer, though, is the fact that it's not just ad hoc studios working on Dispatch anymore. In the credits of the Dispatch release trailer, you can actually see that Critical Role is mentioned as a co-developer or even publisher of Dispatch. Now, for those of you living under a rock who don't know who Critical Role are, they are a company composed of several very famous voice actors in the video game and entertainment industry, specifically people like Ashley Johnson, Travis Willingham, and Laura Bailey, with Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey actually voicing characters in Dispatch, with Laura Bailey being one of the main 3 characters in Visigal, and Travis Willingham voicing, I believe his name was Phenomenon, from the demo, the guy who showed up in like the little start screen and the little and the little commercial that plays in the start screen of the demo. He's Travis Williams voices him, and then we also have Matt Mercer, who is another head member of Critical Role. He's gonna be playing a as of yet unknown character in Dispatch as well. So we have a lot of Critical Role members in the Dispatch VO crew. So of course it makes sense as to why Critical Role is helping out with ad hoc with this. But it's currently unknown just in what capacity Critical Role is helping ad hoc with Dispatch. We don't know if they're co-developing the game or if they're publishing the game while ad hoc's developing it. Because when ad hoc first announced Dispatch back at the 2024 VGAs, we were under the assumption that ad hoc was both developing and publishing the game. Though I guess maybe some things fell through with Dispatch that ad hoc couldn't publish the game on their own anymore, so they reached out to Critical Role for help. Though it is interesting when we know actually that ad hoc is actually working with Critical Role on another game. In case you missed it, I believe it was last month or late July, ad hoc actually put out an announcement that they were working with Critical Role to create a new game that will be coming out in the near future after Dispatch called Project Exandria, and it will be based off the world of Critical Role. So for those who don't know, as I mentioned, well, Critical Role is a company. First and foremost, Critical Role is also a brand, most notably known for running tabletop RPG campaigns like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. And the main ones are all the voice actors just sitting around with Matt Mercer as a dungeon master, doing critical D&D like campaigns and stuff like that. It's so popular to the point that there are even animated series based off these campaigns on Amazon Prime Video. For the past few years, there's been a cartoon series on it called The Legends of Vox Machina, which I personally haven't watched yet. I've been meaning to get into the Critical Role, cartoon, but I just haven't gone around to it, though I plan to at some point, especially with how much of a fan I am with many of the members of Critical Role, like Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, Liam O'Brien, and so on. So, yeah, it's great knowing that ad hoc has such a good relationship with Critical Role, and the fact that they'll be working on a game with them after Dispatch, that'll be basically, for all intents and purposes, it's gonna be Critical Role, the Telltale series. I'm super, super excited for that. But this video is about Dispatch, not Project Exandria. We'll learn more about Project Exandria, I'm sure, in the coming years, but for now, everything's on Dispatch. But that just leaves us with one last thing I want to talk about with Dispatch, and that is how much Dispatch is going to cost and what different versions of Dispatch there are. Because for the first time in, like, Telltale history, we're actually getting a deluxe edition of a Telltale game. I shouldn't actually say that for the first time ever, because we had the expansive Telltale series, which got a deluxe edition. So the second time, I'll say, technically. And we'll go ahead and discuss that right now. So, starting off first with the price for Dispatch. It was officially announced on an article posted by IGN that Dispatch at its base price will be $30 US for PS5 and PC. Buying the full game for $30 will give you access to episodes 1 and 2 when they come out a month from now on October 22nd, and then you'll get episodes 3 through 8 for free as they come out over the next 3 weeks after that. However, if you want to go and support ad hoc studios even further, you can throw down an extra $10 for the Digital Deluxe Edition of Dispatch for $40 altogether. The Digital Deluxe Edition features the exact same things as the base game. You get for $30 a full 8 episodes of Dispatch, but with those extra $10, you actually get a giant digital art book showcasing a bunch of character renders and concept art for Dispatch, as well as 4 actual digital comic books set in the world of Dispatch that tell the stories of various characters in the world of Dispatch. And you know me, I'm someone who very much loves the lore of games I play, so I'm absolutely going to pick up the Digital Deluxe Edition to see what these stories are for Dispatch. I may even react to myself reading these comics if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. But that's pretty much it. If you are more interested in just getting the game for itself, go pick up the $30 edition of Dispatch. That'll just come with all 8 episodes of the game. Otherwise, if you're interested in a little bit more behind-the-scenes stuff like the concept art book or the comics further expanding the world of Dispatch, go ahead and drop an extra $10 for the Digital Deluxe Edition. I'm sure this is going to be a game that will absolutely be worth that extra $10 if you choose to, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And so, that is everything you need to know in this update about Dispatch, the brand new game coming from Ad Hoc Studios and Critical Role, coming officially a month from now on October 22nd, 2025 for PS5 and PC through Steam. Are you guys excited as I am for episodes 1 and 2 of Dispatch when they come out next month? If you are, be sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you guys later.